Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Shout out to my little sister for telling me that I should do that for my intro. And also, if you hear anything in the background, don't mind that. That's just my house. They're kind of loud. But anyways, today we are going to be doing my August reading wrap up. And I finished 6 books. Because I also read a book on Wattpad. We don't judge. We listen and we don't judge, okay? But yeah, this is probably the most amount of books that will ever be in my reading wrap up on the channel, because that was obviously a summer month, so I didn't have any school, and I'm sorry for the late post and how it's like second week into September, but I've been super busy with school, so yeah. I'm making a video. That was my little sister. But anyways. Anyways, we're doing a little bit of a fit check. We've got the Hamilton hoodie. I love Hamilton so much, you guys. I've got my tickets over there from when I went to Hamilton. But yep, got the Hamilton fit today because I had drama, which is super fun. And anyways, back to the books. So the first book I read this month was Sunrise on the Reaping. I finally read this, and even though it's only been like a few months since it came out, I finally read this. I loved it so much. I loved it so much, you guys. Like, my goodness. It was actually one of those books, like, I'm not joking. I actually had to, like, take a break from reading for, like, a few days because nothing was gonna live up to how good this was. Like, 5 stars. Definite 5 stars for me. For those of you who don't know what it's about, it's the Hunger Games, the 25th Hunger Games, the first quarter quell, which is like every 25 years. But it's from Haymitch's perspective because he was the victor in his games. Not sure if that's a spoiler, but he was the victor in his games, so now we're seeing it from his perspective. And it's very sad, it's very dark. Yeah, it's very kind of hopeless. It's definitely different from the other Hunger Games books because it feels very dark. Like, it doesn't feel like the normal Hunger Games, but it was so good. I definitely recommend this one. It was really good. But yeah, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't read the Hunger Games or Sunrise on the Reaping yet, but it's so good. And next, I started reading Shatter Me. Oh my goodness, you guys. This book was so good, so good, so good. Aaron Warner. Need I say more? Need I say more? We love Aaron Warner. We stan Aaron Warner. And we love Aaron Warner. Maybe not so much in this book, but you grow to love Aaron Warner. Because right now, I kind of took a break from this series so that I could get on to like my spooky Halloween books. Like all the thrillers and horrors and stuff that I have back there. Which I will do a video on eventually. But yeah. We love Aaron Warner. For those of you who don't know what Shatter Me is about, it's basically about this girl who has some sort of power where, like, whenever she touches somebody, and if she, like, touches them for a long time, they can die. But whenever she touches them, she hurts them. So if she touches them for too long, they die. And you find out more about her backstory and, like, why she's so insane. And I guess that's really kind of like an Unravel Me that you find more out, but Shatter Me is so good, you guys. Yeah. And that's basically it. And then you meet Aaron Warner Anderson. Commander. Sorry, you guys, I'll edit this out. But, we stan Aaron Warner here. We stan Aaron Warner. He is amazing. But yeah, he basically wants to, like, use her as a weapon, which I know. That does not sound good. But just trust the process, you guys. You have to get through this book of maybe not liking him as much, but you have to. You need to. Trust. But next, we have Unite Me. Since I already kind of just went over Shatter Me, don't mind my little sister, you guys. I won't go too much into this. So Unite Me has 2 different novellas in it. There's the first one, which is Destroy Me. This is from Aaron Warner's point of view. I won't say too much because this is a spoiler free, but once I finish this Shatter Me series, I'll go more in depth and like show my annotations and like underlines and stuff. I don't really annotate that much. I just like underline things that I like to remember. But yeah, the first half of it, like up to this point, this is all Destroy Me from Aaron Warner's point of view. And then this half of it, Fracture Me, it wasn't as good, for sure. It wasn't as good. It was from Adam's point of view, Adam Kent. But yeah, it was okay. I didn't love it, but like I said, it was okay. A lot of it was like stuff that happened in Unravel Me. Like half of it was stuff that already happened, like you already know what's gonna happen. It's just from his point of view, but it feels kind of repetitive, especially since I read that right after I finished Unravel Me, so it felt kind of repetitive. But I don't know, I'm kind of glad that I read the novellas. Just like I want to dive deep into this series. I want to read everything that I can about this series. I love it so much. But yeah, anyways, Unravel Me, I did next. Again, I'm not going to say too much in here about it because it would give a lot of spoilers and stuff if I did. But we don't judge the damage to this book. It was in my backpack and my water bottle spilled, so the first 100 pages kind of got water damaged. Trust, I take good care of my books, but look at that. I promise I take good care of my books. But now the first 100 pages are kind of crunchy. But yeah, Unravel Me. I'm not going to go too deep into it, like I said, because I don't want to, like, give away the ending of Shatter Me or give away anything else. Because I feel like, personally, you should dive into the series pretty blind. Like, I did. The only thing that I knew was, like, Aaron Warner, obviously. But yeah, I actually didn't really know what the series was about, and I feel like it's kind of good because I still don't really know, like, what it's gonna lead up to, really. Like, I mean, I do know, but I don't know, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah. Then we've got the next book, The Asylum Confessions. Okay, I need to yap about this one for a little bit. This was, oh my goodness, it's tough. It's dark. It's very dark. So don't read this if you have like a weak stomach, which I mean I do, but it was like so disturbing that you couldn't put it down. Like, so I'll give you a basic rundown of it. It's The Asylum Confessions by Jack Steen. He is basically like this writer who works, well, he's not a writer. He says he's not a writer. But he works in an asylum, and he takes these deathbed confessions from people who are on their deathbed, and like he gives them a deal that if he gets their story told by them however they want to tell it, so this might not be like completely true, like their story could be like not completely true because it's how they want to tell it and how they want the world to know it. And if they do that, then he will make their death easy by like upping their dosage on the medicine, so that he just gives them extra medicine. And so he works in the asylum with like these crazy people. Like the first guy, he worked in a funeral home, and he served meals with his dad. it's really gross. So this is kind of like a warning if there are any kids watching this video. Serious warning. But he serves them meals with their family's body parts, like their limbs. Like, so his first meal that he did was for a family who, the guy who passed away was like really big into choir and singing. So he cooked the tongue into their family's meal to like help them, because it's hard for people who have like lost somebody to cook sometimes. So yeah, he cooked the guy's tongue into the meal to make it more personal. Yeah. And that's just one of them. There's 4 short stories in here. It's really good. It's a part of like a 9-book series. I'm definitely gonna have to read the other books, but I just kind of needed a few days to like debrief after reading this. Like, I finished this over a week ago, like almost 2 weeks ago, but I still haven't really read anything after this because it was like, it was dark. It was very, very dark. You get to see into the minds of psychopaths and see like why they did what they did, like why they killed people and stuff. And yeah, there's 4 different stories in there. So yeah. Oh yeah. I guess I can probably like go debrief over the 4 stories. So patient 1024, that's his name is Chef. He has an interesting appetite. Yeah, very interesting. And that was the guy that I was telling you guys about. And then patient 974 is the Ken to his Barbie, and he would do anything to keep her happy. And this guy, he calls him Ken. So he can't say the people's real names because he doesn't want to get sued. And actually, I can't even tell if these are like fictional or if they're real, because like the author talks like he's talking to us. Like, hold on, I'll read what he writes at the end of all of his short stories. He writes, P.S. If you figured out who I am and where I work, then you'll know the bar I head to after every shift. Come join me for something, like a drink. I might have more stories to tell. See you then. Like, he writes like it's real, but I looked it up online and nobody really knows if it's fictional or if the author is real, because it's so cool. Like, even if he wasn't real, that like he took on this whole persona to like be a fictional author. I feel like that's really cool, even if it's not real. If it's real, then it's really disturbing. Like, I know we have some messed up people in the world, but man, these are messed up people. And anyways, patient 874 is a nanny, but not the one you want watching your kids. Yeah, he calls that one the nanny. And yeah, she's messed up. Very messed up. I'm not gonna go too deep into that because I already told you about the chef. He was very, very disturbing. And then patient 1203 is the sweetest broken soul you'll ever meet, but her confession is a hard read. That one was really hard. It was really sad. Like, she was really messed up. Not like messed up in a bad way, but like also messed up in a bad way. Like, she doesn't think she did anything wrong. And like, I mean, if you've read it, then you know. But like, yeah, it's really sad. But anyways, it's kind of a shorter video just because I don't want to go too deep into the books and like give you guys spoilers, which I mean, I guess I kind of gave you spoilers with this, but it was only with one of those stories. There's 4 stories in here. Like I said, the 4 of those. Read it. It's so good. It was very disturbing, but so disturbing that I couldn't put it down, and I finished it in a day. So yeah, I'd highly recommend it. And actually, August was a very good month. Like, I highly recommend all of these books. And, oh wait, yeah, I also read a book on Wattpad, which, well, I guess I didn't read it all this month, I just finished it. It was Potter by Cecilina. Yes, it's a Draco Malfoy fanfic, don't judge, but I'm not gonna say much. It was just like a Draco Malfoy and the Reader fanfic. It was really good. It was like really good. I was obsessed with it, but yeah, highly recommend reading that. It's Potter by Cecilina. And yeah, I read a total of 6 books this month. So yeah, I'd recommend every single one of them. I don't think I really read a bad book this year, actually, but this month was a very good month. And September, like this month right now, I probably won't be able to do too much for my reading wrap up because I haven't really read that much. And right now I'm in the middle of One of Us Is Next. It's the sequel to One of Us Is Line because I read One of Us Is Line like last year and I started One of Us Is Next last year. So it's been like over a year that I've been reading it, but I just started picking it up again and it's actually pretty good so far. So hopefully I'll be able to finish it this weekend. But September, don't expect a huge reading wrap up like this. Like this was a good month for me. Like I don't think I've ever read 6 books in a month. That's crazy to me. But I don't understand how people can read like 20 books a month. Like I actually don't understand. Like, are you comprehending everything you read? But yeah, that's my little dish of the day, my little yapping session about the books I read this month. Like and subscribe, turn on the bells so that you know when I post, because I'm probably going to be posting like every other week, like every other Friday, because I don't really have time to post anything other than that. But yeah, thank you for watching and I hope you have a great day. Bye.